For the many people coming off shoulder, back, or knee injuries, or even operations, many don't know where to start when it comes to getting healthy again. With us this morning to talk recovery after an injury is our 2 News fitness expert, Wes Cole. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is a very important topic. A lot of people don't know where to go.
Well, we're going to kind of bridge the gap between the doctor's office and back into the weight room.
Okay, first thing, recovery workouts, you say think blood flow.
Well, blood flow is more than just, bringing blood to the muscle to help heal it. You really if your muscle isn't really fully healed yet, you shouldn't be really back in the gym. But there's more to blood flow than just healing. Blood flow basically improves what we call nutrient transfer. Nutrient transfer basically allows your body the ability to utilize its nutrients that you eat a little bit better. So when you come back off of an injury, you've been out of the gym for a couple months or longer, realize that your muscles are going to be a little weaker. So your number one goal to go into the weight room is to kind of prime your muscles, kind of get them ready for future workouts, do a lot of high rep, a lot of cardio, promote that blood flow, and that'll really prime the muscles and get ready for a little bit harder workout. But don't go in there immediately and start breaking your records.
Yeah, don't start kind of where you left off, probably.
No,
not a good idea.
And it's hard sometimes when sometimes you got to take a couple steps back to keep going forward.
Okay, next you say is beware of stretching.
Well, actually, there's a lot of studies, and it's instinctive. We really hurt our back or we pull a hamstring, and we instinctively do a lot of stretching, kind of loosen it up. But new studies are showing that stretching can actually do just as much damage to hurt muscle as lifting weights. And if you really think about it, stretching, you're elongating the tissue. If you've ever done a yoga class, you can be kind of sore after stretching. So it's definitely a workout. It's okay to do mobility work, but if you've had a muscle or a back injury that's really been hurting you lately, and a little bit of the stretching isn't working, you need to probably stop and go see a doctor, because more and more studies are coming out that people are actually causing more damage repeatedly stretching as they are going into the weight room. So be real careful, and if something's hurt, you might want to kind of lay off the yoga class for a while and go see a doctor. Okay, and next one is listen to the experts of injury. Well, I get this a lot. I have a lot of clients that come to me just simply too early. They've had, some type of operation or something hurt, and they want to skip the physical therapy, training and, what their doctor recommends. And the thing about it is I don't take on a client unless I've had written permission from a physician. You need to realize that physicians and physical therapists, they go to school for years, and they specialize with damaged tissue. They know a lot more than a personal trainer in that field. So you need to really listen to them. They are definitely the more qualified. And as much as you want to get back in the gym, if you need to go do your physical therapy, make sure you do it. That PT is very important after an injury. It is very important. All right, good advice. Now time to answer a question from one of our viewers. This question comes from Tom. He writes, I do a lot of push-ups, but my chest has stopped growing. What do I do? Well, the thing about push-ups, we've talked about this before. Push-ups are a great way to build muscle. Unfortunately, if you can do 25 or 30, you're getting to where you're really building up the endurance fibers. So you need to find just a little bit harder exercise. Kyle's going to come right out here. This was made popular by a lot of military. It's called a dive bomber push-up. And basically what you're doing is Kyle's going in like he's going under a rope, and he's coming right back. What this does, it's a lot harder. It'll lower your reps, maybe 10 or 12 reps. You're putting a lot more tension on the muscle. But like I tell everybody, the same rules apply to bodyweight calisthenics. If you can do more than 12 or 15 reps, you need to pick a harder exercise. That'll stimulate those white muscle fibers and start making your chest grow a little bit more. We've talked about this before, too, when it comes to running and these other things, where you just kind of hit a plateau. You do. And sometimes, just like you said, you got to switch it up. That actually done studies showing that if you just change the order of your exercise, if usually you do shoulders and then you do chest, if you just switch it up, that might even be just enough to stimulate more growth. But you got to go in sometimes, and you have to kind of mess things up a little bit. It doesn't take much, but it'll really work. That's something. All right. Thank you, Wes. If you have a question that you would like Wes to answer, just go to the weekend morning section of our website, kjrh.com, and click on the habitual health link. You can also call Wes. His number is 749-0960, or visit his gym on 46th, just east of Sheridan.